Welcome to EPG Pathsala. Myself is Chandrasekhar Barua, Assistant Professor working in Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Now, our today's topic is Introduction. What is safari? Guiding in safari, wildlife sanctuaries in India, gazettes for safari, safari or game drive vehicle, summary, questions. Introduction. Safari attracts every traveler. Many travel companies offer safari tours. It is a part of adventure. There are a number of places available in India under this category. Here, game drive means safari. What is safari? Safari is tours to jungle, that is means forest, where you can see wild animals and creatures, enjoy nature. Safari is travel to pure nature by jeep, gypsies, cantors or any other vehicles. During old time, people used to go by elephants. It is also known as game drive. Guiding in safari. A tour guide associated with safari must have good idea about the wildlife places, birds, animals, flora and fauna, habitat of creatures, weather, etc. And he must be physically strong and able to deal with emergency. Guiding in safari is associated with spotting of wild animals, mainly tigers in India. People like to see tigers. Therefore, being a guide, you must know the exact location of tiger. A tour guide guiding in safari must have knowledge of detailed flora, fauna, animals, birds, etc. It is good if he is knowledgeable of botany, zoology, forestry, graduate. Otherwise, he must read good books and develop knowledge base, as there are no signages like cities in jungle. You must visit quite often and try to get accustomed with the forest terrain, have idea about habits of wild creatures, meet locals and learn their traditions, way of life, belief system, etc. They must have good idea about the wild animals, collect information about names of trees, plants, animals, birds and develop their database. Keep images in your mind through phone, tablets. Keep information about opening and closing time of wildlife sanctuaries, wildlife national parks, biosphere reserves. Obey laws related to the treatment of animals. Do not encourage or allow tourists to indulge in unwanted or illegal activities. Book your group in lodge inside the sanctuary in advance to avoid last moment's hassle, as there is no garbage clearance system like big cities, metros. Do not allow tourists to throw garbage here and there. Keep essential medicines for emergency. Keep important telephone numbers of forest department officials, staff. Meet with them time to time. Create good liaison. Do not disturb animals. Do not feed them with unwanted food products. Do not pluck any herbs, forest products without the permission of the authority. Keep food items, snacks while going on tour inside the sanctuary or game drive. Ask any persons that is local about the availability of mobile signals inside the wildlife sanctuary. Respect nature and do not go against the natural forces. It means if there is adverse weather, do not take risk of going inside the deep jungle. A tour guide working in safari or game drive must have training of basic first aid treatment. He must know CPR, artificial respiration, use of general medicines and putting bandages. Wildlife sanctuaries in India. There are a number of wildlife sanctuaries in India. Major ones are Ranthambore National Park in Rajasthan. Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore Rajasthan National Park is the biggest and most popular national park among the tourists coming from North India. It is about 1300 kilometers from Jaipur. It is a great attraction for wildlife. Photographers here, you can see tigers, leopard, striped hyenas, common mongoose, rattles, small Indian mongoose, sambar, deer, and long-eared cheetal, nilgai, langur, and macaque, jackal, jungle cats, caracals, sloth, bearsome, black buck, rufous-tailed hare, five-striped palm squirrels, Indian false vampires, Indian flying foxes, Indian gerbils, Indian mole rats, Indian porcupines, and small Indian civets, etc. Birds, there are varieties of birds found in this park. It is said that about 272 species of the birds are found in this Ranthambore National Parks. Mainly, these are mynas, falcons, grey-legged goose, woodpeckers, Indian grey hornbills, common kingfishers, bee-eaters, cuckoos, parakeets, Asian palm, swift, owl, night jars, pigeon, dove, cracks, snipes, sandpipers, gulls, terns, great crested grebe, eagles, darters, cormorants, egrets, herons, bitterns, flamingos, ibis, pelicans, storks, pittas, and shrikes, tree peas, crows, orioles, cuckoos, sitkies, minvates, drongos, flycatchers, loras, and wood strikers, pipits, bayas, sparrow, finches, munias, wagtails, etc. So these are some of the famous species which one can see during the season. You are advised to check the safari timings before planning a tour, as some of the months this safari is closed for maintenance also and to keep up the animal in good health. This wildlife park is most popular due to the diurnal tiger. It has Mars croc reptiles, Jim Corbett National Park, Uttarakhand. Jim Corbett National Park is located near Ramnagar in Uttarakhand state, which was established in the year 1936. It consists of hills, ravines, marshland spread over 520 square kilometers of area. It is a dense, moist, and deciduous forest. Here, tourists can see major species like sambar, deer, spotted deer, Indian elephants, tiger, golden jackal, tawny, fish owl, Pallas fish, eagle, etc. Birds, crested hawk, eagle, green heron, little green bee eater, green woodpecker, lineated barbet, blue-throated barbet, crimson breasted barbet, long-tailed broadbill, and black-napped lesser, golden-backed woodpecker, long-tailed broadbill, golden oriole, kingfisher, stork-billed, fork, tails, darker, brown, deeper, maroon, orioles, pond heron, etc. So these are again many species which are commonly found in the Jim National Park. So tourists can easily visit Bandhavgarh National Park. So Bandhavgarh National Park is in Umaria district in Madhya Pradesh. So it is spread over in Vindhya ranges. It is a famous tiger reserve site in the world. So here anyone can see nilgai, cheetal, chinkara, wild boar, fox or jackal, chausingha, monkey, deer, etc. So here you can see more than 22 species of mammals. It has more than of 70 species of butterflies and 250 species of birds. There are langurs, rhesus, macaque, leopard, Asiatic jackal, sloth bear, Bengal fox, sambar, spotted deer, chausingha, blue bull or nilgai, chinkara, Indian civet, palm, Indian squirrel, Bedicott rat, etc. So these are some of the again famous names of the species which are available and tourists can visit. The best timing to see are sunrise, as Bandhavgarh is very famous for national park in Madhya Pradesh, which is the central India. If we talk about the Kaziranga National Park, which is in Assam, which is located northeast of country India, the famous one Kaziranga National Park, Assam, and it is spread over in the area of 40 square kilometer. Main attractions of this park is very famous one-horned rhinoceros, and this park is spread over in the area of 430 square kilometer. So here you can see the swampy lagoons, one-horned rhinoceros, besides many other animals. Especially tourists, they are going to visit this Kaziranga National Park to see the one-horned rhinoceros, that is we call in Indian name is one-horned rhinos, that is Gainda. If we talk about Sundarban National Park, which is in West Bengal, eastern part of country India. So it is located in 24 Pargana, the district of West Bengal, and it is a part of largest delta formed by the Ganges, and the famous river is Brahmaputra and Meghna river. Its name is adopted from the plant Sundari, Heritiera minor, so found here, which is very common. And here you can see many wild animals, which includes green sea, turtle, estuarine, crocodile, fishing cat, common otter, snub, fin, dolphin, river, terrapin, marine turtles, water monitor, lizard, gangetic dolphins, hawksbill, turtle, etc. If we talk Gir National Park, which is another one in the western part of country India, that is Gujarat. So Gir National Park is located in the state Gujarat. It is famous for white tiger. So here you can see lion roaming free. We call it Indian Babbar Sher. It is located near Junagadh district, where the famous fort is also located, and it is inhabited by lion, leopards, sambar, chausingha, jackal, fox, striped hyena, etc. And you can see about 200 species of birds in this national park. It is an important bird area. So here you can see about 40 species of reptiles and amphibians. If we talk about Pench National Park, which is in Madhya Pradesh, it is located in Madhya Pradesh, which is a heart state of country India. It has a tree house providing unique experience. It is situated in Satpura range. Here you can see the vultures, fox, etc. And there are about 285 species of migratory birds. Satpura National Park of Madhya Pradesh. The name of this park is derived from the mountain ranges of Satpura. So here you can see ravines, forest and gorges. So here you can see Indian leopard, fox, jackal, barasingha, etc. And about 1300 species of flora are available here, include the teak, sal, tendu, mahua, bale, grasses, bamboo, bushes, and many more medicinal plants abundantly found here. Tadoba National Park, which is in Maharashtra, the western part of country, India. Tadoba Andhari Tiger Project is located in Vidarbha region of Madhya Pradesh. Tadoba is the name of god Taru, was the chief of the village, and he was killed in one mythological encounter with a tiger. So a shrine is dedicated to the god Taru beneath the tree. Total area of reservoir is 625.4 square kilometer. It covers Chimur Hill. There are very good flora and fauna resources available here besides the wildlife. So common online booking is also possible to visit these places. Bandipur National Park. Bandipur National Park is located in South State Karnataka, and it has a dry deciduous forest. It is spread over in the area of 874 square kilometer flora. It is plants, trees of rosewood, sandalwood, sal, bamboo, hazelwood, satinwood, etc. And famous animals are like jackal, cheetal, langur, Indian squirrel, elephants, wild boar, munt, jack, four-horned antelope, etc. are very commonly found here, and there are a number of species of the birds can be seen here. Nagarhole National Park is located in Kodagu district in Mysore, is another one in state Karnataka, which is in south of India. So tigers, the striped hyena, leopard, cat, civet, Indian giant squirrel, giant flying squirrel, porcupine hare, Indian bison, and the elephants are found here. Very commonly, very big elephants with the elephant tusk are easily visible here. Its name is derived from the Naga, that means snake, and hole means stream. So woodland birds, heron, ducks, scarlet, minivet, bluebird, bee-eater. Now we come to again Madhya Pradesh, Madhav National Park. So Madhav National Park is located in district called Shivpuri, which is in Madhya Pradesh, and Baranawapura Wildlife Sanctuary. So Baranawapura Wildlife Sanctuary is in Chhattisgarh state, which was earlier the part of Madhya Pradesh. So here one can see the species like deer, jackal, fox, bear, nilgai, etc. Kevla Dev Bird Sanctuary. Kevla Dev Bird Sanctuary, which has now become the national park, and Bharatpur is a place in Rajasthan. So it is named after the Kevla Dev temple. It is declared as the only World Heritage Site by the UNESCO. It is almost in 230 species of the bird are possible. This is the only national park in India, or I have to say in Asia, where maximum number of bird species are possible to see, and maximum are the migratory birds. So it is winter home of Siberian cranes. It is about 5 km away from the Bharatpur junction. So one can reach by the train, and it is on a major highway road available. So gadgets for safari, a number of essential items to take on safari tour. Here you can see and enjoy the magnificent wildlife, for example, like animal, elephant, rhinos, lion, tigers, fox, etc. But you should know how to prepare for safari. So you require very good quality of camera. Your travel without good quality of camera is like traveling without memory. There are varieties of cameras available in the market. So these are known as SLR, DSLR, etc. and they are very high quality to catch the very good photos of long distances. Mobile phones are also used for the photographs. Keep a lightweight, good quality camera. Also keep telephoto lenses. you have to protect your cameras and lenses while traveling to the safari. Keep a dust-proof bag and all required accessories like binoculars, because once you are in a national park, you may have chance to see long distance animal activity. It can be birds, reptiles, and you can enjoy watching all these natural beauties of flora and fauna. During travel to wildlife safari, you must keep binoculars. Good quality of binoculars definitely help and assist you to complete your wildlife tour. To see the wildlife from the close view, so keep binocular offering at least 8 by 30 magnifications. So magnification is the magnifying capacity of any binocular clothings. While going to a safari, you must wear a proper clothes, especially clothes of neutral earth tones, for example, color like brown, greasy tan and green, and these colors will help you to mingle with the nature. If weather is cool, wear a good jacket, scarf which has many pockets, so that may help and assist you to keep off your belongings. Can be your binoculars, can be your extra batteries, bottle of water, etc. And you require a good quality of gloves. A good hat which may protect from the sunlight will help you to protect from the sunlight. Sun protection. For sun protection, wear a good hat. Apply sun protection cream or lotion. Take a pair of good quality of goggles to protect your eyes. Appropriate protection measures will protect you from the exposure of sun. Walking shoes. When you are going on safari, a good quality pair of lightweight shoes which may be used for hiking boots, which will help you to protect from small plants, kind of insects normally, and this kind of footwear will provide you comforts also. You will also feel safe and secure. Insect repellent. When you are going for safari, keep some extra repellent, especially mosquito repellent, with you to protect from mosquito bite. First aid box. First aid box, which is also known as medical kit. So first aid box or medical kit is must to take item for every wildlife sanctuary or during the visit of Indian National Park. It may require at any time, because you need to check before you are using any of the medicines the date of expiry of all the items before you are going to the destination. You must also know how to use it. The tour guide accompanying, you must have training of artificial respiration, because you never know your tour group members, they maybe are senior citizens. Sometime if they are doing long walk, doing trekking, maybe going on a hill, at that time maybe sometime they are in the crisis of oxygen percent. So at that time the artificial respiration may be extended by a professional tour guide. How to give and when to give. So he must have a proper training of dealing with emergencies, especially in special cases. Safari or game drive vehicle. For safari or game drive, that may be gypsies or the jeeps are used. Nowadays in some of the national park, they are using open vehicle, which is also called like a canter, like company Swaraj. So technically, vehicles should have 4-wheel drivers, and drivers should be highly knowledgeable to drive slowly and carefully to protect the life of the animals, as well as he can stop as and when you are able to see any creatures, any animal during the visit of your national park or a wildlife sanctuary. So summary, safari is travel to the jungle, and it is very adventurous in nature, because when you are once in the safari, altogether weather may be different. It may start with the monsoon, and because the season in India are in the winter also, so you may require some warm clothings. And once you are in a vehicle and you are going slow drive, vehicle engine may be petrol, so chances are less that you are disturbing any creature or any animal, and the better chances are to see the real animals in the park. That is the real adventure. So people visit to sport with wild animals, and it is also known as a game drive. And this is only those who are really wildlife lovers. So they have a proper patience, and they can stay if they are getting any sound, any voice of any animal. So it is possible you may have to stop for a vehicle for long, it may be for few minutes, and you are continuously watching the movement of any animals, bird or a reptile. And some special precautions are required. Do not come out from your vehicle even there is a silence, because there may be possible near or close to your vehicle can be any dangerous animal. They may be carnivorous animal. So during a tour safari, one can see wild animals, can be possible to see many Indian birds, Asian birds, or can be migratory birds. So enjoy lifestyle of these creatures. So it is possible to easily you can see, you can watch, you can identify these interesting animals. During this game safaris, one has to remember certain laws. In India, we have a special Wildlife Protection Act, which was introduced, launched in the year 1972. And this is strictly implemented in entire country India if we talk extreme north to the south, or we say east to the west, which also include your northeastern states of India. So that controls of any hunting, shooting, killing, capturing of any animal, bird or reptile. Only you are allowed to visit certain areas which are specially known as wildlife sanctuaries, wildlife national park, or can be wildlife protected forest. And another category can be as biosphere reserves. So tourists with a special vehicle as per the national park or wildlife sanctuaries are allowed in a time mentioned. Mostly they are in the morning or can be in the evening, and tourists are only allowed to carry the required belongings as which are permissible during the visit in a national park. One has to remember that during the time of the visit of national park, no one is allowed to carry a big loudspeakers. You cannot use a transistor or any music system, because that may disturb the animals' movement. And not only you, even there are a number of vehicles with many foreigners, they may lose the visit or sight of the tourists. So it is recommended that you have to cooperate the forest department and their guidelines. So one has to protect these. Next, you do not point it out any light on the face. That may be laser light, or sometimes you are trying to focus with some heavy light torches. So that is also you have to avoid. You have to enjoy only the natural animals movement, because wildlife is natural attraction. So we are all very lucky that India is very rich country, and there is a possibility to see rich wildlife in India. And there are many countries of the world, they are very keen and they are interested to visit the India's wildlife, and they are spending more than 2.5 weeks. They are spending lot of money on visit of wildlife. They are carrying their expensive cameras, expensive video cameras, tripod, and sometimes they are with or without food, because their interest is only to see and enjoy the wildlife. So if we continue, certain keywords are sea turtle, Chelonia, miraz, Asturian crocodiles, Crocodilus, Poronsus cat, Felis, Varidana, common otters, Lutra, and water monitor, lizard, Varanus, salvator, snowfin, dolphin, Orcilla, and Brevoris, river terrapin, Betagor, Basca, marine turtles like olive, ridley, Lepidochelys, Olivaceae, Gangetic dolphins, Platinista, Gangetica, hawksbill, turtle, Erythmochelis, Imbricata, CPR, artificial respiration, SLR, DSLR, and certain questions also may possible. So one has to also remember that we have in India a special another law introduced in the year 1973, that is a Project Tiger. So many number of national parks, they are under this act, and no one can see, because India is a country which is very famous as a tiger country, and Madhya Pradesh was earlier known as a tiger state. So certain questions may come in this topic. What is safari? Name any 5 wildlife sanctuaries in India, and do you feel that there must be a special training for guiding in safari? What are basic qualities of a safari tour guide must possesses, and these may be explained by a professional wildlife guide. So there are a number of books are also available, so one can see the photographs, the pictures of animal and where they are commonly found. The same with other creatures. So it is recommended that you must visit some national park which are commonly known prior a detailed study is required. So this is again a recommended part of the tour guided. So I end up my session. Thank you very much to you.